There he is, the worst backdrop in the game.
It's tough. It's tough.
I like it.
It's a mover's blanket.
Brings me back how it should be. Just like there's a lot of shit going on. I sit down and I see you with that fucking backdrop. Straight out of the early rundown days.
Welcome back to the Beef House. I'm your host, Barstool Carl, and it's actually not that funny how much this place sucks. What is that, chili? Nevertheless, I want to thank Dave Portnoy for kickstarting another Beef House. We certainly wouldn't have it any other way around here. And I think the same thing goes for the Bears. God, do they suck. Year after year after year. We had Eddie and Chief on site out at Ameristar in Indiana this past weekend to take in the action. Whoosh, let's go to the pain.
Got it. Touchdown.
Oh my God! Oh my God! What am I gonna do?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
What am I gonna do? What?
You're the only one that has it at 11.
But I'm not even trying to win. I'm trying to push at this point. I have an 11.
Oh, that's the final. That's the final.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
I think college they let you do the untimed down. No untimed down here. That's terrible. Beat.
What the fuck?
What happened?
No untimed down.
They scored with. You do talk. I'm so mad.
No untimed down for Ed. That touchdown means nothing. No win, no cover, no nothing. Bears suck. Season over.
Bears lose to the Saints. What do you want me to say? The Bears fucking suck. Like I said on Twitter already, it's a chore watching them. It's the third day of a bachelor party every time. You don't want to drink, but you know you have to because you love your buddy. Bears are my buddy. I love them, but they fucking suck. It's been like this. It was 6-game losing streak Bears. Of course, it's the playoffs. You think you got a shot? No shot. No shot. And guess what? In my head, they still have 3 points because I had plus 11 and the fucking cover did not happen because they didn't get the extra point. So now I'm fucking extra mad. Fuck this. Fuck this season. It's over. Couldn't be more happy. See you next year. Fuck.
And while it's not funny how much this office sucks, it's actually starting to get pretty funny how much the Bears suck. Pretty much inexplainable at this point. Here's another thing that's inexplainable. Chiefs' performance on the road trip snake draft dog walk. That's a fucking mouthful. Unbelievable stuff we have here. You guys know we do this every Monday. But what you probably don't know is every Monday we show up ready for battle with Chief over some of these takes.
All right, so this is one where I knew I'd be able to get it with Mr. Irrelevant because it's like a very Chief pick, I think, but it's something I always get on road trips, especially if you're driving like overnight. It helps you kind of stay awake because you have that oral fixation. So this is my chocolate pick. I'm taking Tootsie Pops, and it's a lollipop with the chocolate in the middle, the Tootsie Roll in the middle. And I think like that helps you. It does like you feel like you're dozing off. You pop one of those in and you just keep on driving. So I know it's everyone's laughing, everyone's confused. It's a great. You don't like Tootsie Pops?
No, I don't. I think they're fucking trash.
You don't like lollipops in general?
No. I mean, I'm not 5 years old.
I hate to do this because we need to wrap it up, but I don't know if that's a chocolate pick.
Of course it is.
That's definitely. I didn't even think of that because I was so focused on how shitty
then you know
Tootsie
what?
Pops are.
Then we're getting rid of M&Ms too, because that's a candy coat on the outside of chocolate, the same as mine is.
Chiefs.
He's trying to pull a Carl right now. Is what he's trying to do.
No, it's not.
I don't think any part. I think if you had a fictional chocolate scanner where you were like scanning something, I think if you went over a Tootsie Pop, I don't think it goes off. Sure.
It's chocolate
Chief.
with the candy coating, the same as M&M.
That's
I
veto. I veto.
I hate to do it, but I have to as well. The integrity of the draft is at stake here.
But like this is a chocolate with a candy coating, which is the exact same as M&M.
No, it's not.
No,
you
it's
know what you're
Chief.
doing. Chief.
No, I don't know.
You know what you're doing.
I'm shocked that this is getting vetoed.
No, I'm shocked that
Fine,
you
I'll
think...
take fucking Kit Kats. All right.
To be fair, Tootsie Pops are delicious. So maybe I'm exaggerating when I criticize Chief's body of work. Or maybe not.
All right. Rice Krispies. A little snap, crackle, pop. It's like, Clem, shut up, Clem. I need a glass of milk for this one as well. But Teddy Grahams, like you would have those little like individual. You don't like Teddy Grahams?
No.
It's Cheerios. No. So look it. Wow. Say what you want. I'll go to the side category as well. I'm gonna have a burrata salad.
Don't take it too personal, Chief. We're just busting balls. And that's really the beauty of Barstool Chicago and that snake draft. The competitive juices, just having fun with your friends. And it's important. You don't want to take it too far. Last thing we need is White Sox Dave coming in here fucking murdering a guy or robbing a bank. Wait, what? Cut to the tape.
Is that something that you could play back to the beginning of time, or did you kind of black out?
I kind of blacked out. Like I said, I was high, and then just like, I don't know if it's like my brain, like the shame and the adrenaline all mixed together. I remember walking in. I do remember that. I like hunched over like I was an old man. I walked in like an old man, and I remember going through the door. And then I kind of remember saying stuff to the employees, and I remember grabbing the money, and then I don't remember until really like I was like a block away from my house.
How long was it start to finish? Like being
a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do, I walked in and placed the box on the counter and said, I got a bomb. I need all the money. And that the first teller, the guy actually told me no. I do remember that.
So you went to another teller, or
no,
you called someone over?
And then I don't remember what was said, honestly, but we had exchanged some words, and then the manager told him to do it. And then at that time I noticed, I do remember this, and you can see the picture of it online of me pointing. It's like one of the pictures that everyone knows of me. You can see me pointing because the girl in the back was going to hit the button underneath the counter.
Okay. So what did she do when you pointed?
She stopped. So I told them that I had somebody watching and that they had to wait 30 minutes to call the police, otherwise the box would blow.
And did they do that? Do you know?
I think they did. I'm not sure. I think somebody had said that they called right away after, but we never really got into, because by the time all the evidence started coming out, I was ready to confess anyways, just to get it over with. So I never found out about that part.
He was literally sitting right here. Bank robber. I got a bomb. Give me all your money. I like that stuff. Let's talk content diversity. We're doing it here in Barstool Chicago. We got the snake drafts. The Bears obviously lose all the time. The dog walk every single day. Great stuff from Eddie. We have a new show. Me and Chaps, Gone Fishing, every Tuesday and Friday, 10 a.m. on Twitch. Does Carl have a Twitch? Do I have a Twitch? Yes, I have a Twitch. Tuesdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Chaps and I are fishing. May not sound that interesting until we got a bass on the line!
Jiggle it! I've never seen a power boost! Power boost! He's so close. 12 feet, 10, 11. Just keep him in that fucking box. 6 feet is all it takes. You're at 16 feet. Just keep... Oh, God damn it. It is. It's so close. I don't even know. We're not going to... I don't think we're going to get it.
I don't think we are. I don't think we are. I think share play's going to end. I think it's going to end. I think we have like a minute left now.
6 feet!
Yes! 6-pounder.
Yes, of course I'm in it for the excitement of catching a great largemouth bass, but you really can't beat a day on the lake with your buddy just bullshitting telling stories. And when it comes to telling stories, we heard a great one from Ryan Archidiacono. Final Four MVP, I think, whatever. He won a national championship, and Jim Nantz came and gave him his tie. Here's a story right from the horse's mouth. This is random, but this is Barstool Chicago. Whoosh.
Hey, so we're sitting here.
You hear me?
Yeah, you hear us? You okay?
Yeah, all good, yep.
Yes. So we're sitting here, we're talking about Jim Nantz, and we're talking about how he does the toast thing. You got his tie after you won the championship, right?
Yeah. It was one of the weirdest, compliments, I guess. I don't know if it was a passive-aggressive compliment, but it was something.
What did he say, dude?
After we won, you win a championship, you go crazy, you're cutting down the net and everything. He pulls me to the side and he's like, "Hey, Arch," and you got to know him a little bit because he covered our games in the Sweet 16, Elite 8, and all that. And he's like, "Hey, I just wanted to give you my tie," and I'm like, "Oh, cool." And he was like, "Yeah, I always think of a senior leader who inspired me throughout the tournament, and there was no doubt it was you." And me being a kid, I grew up watching football, listening to him and the Masters and the Final Fours and all that. I'm like, "Oh, cool, that's dope." Whatever. So for the rest of the time, I didn't even think twice about it. All the pictures, I just have this damn tie around my neck the rest of the way. It was just if you look up title games, I'm walking off the court, I just have Jim Nantz's tie just hanging on my shoulders. I didn't know what to do with it. It's like Ricky Bobby when he didn't know what to do with his hands. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Like, it was just so weird, but I took it as a compliment, but it was just weird.
All right, so it's a little weird that Jim Nantz gives his tie to his favorite senior at the Final Four. But it certainly is pretty cool that Archie Diacono can just call on the radio and share that with us. And to that, I would like to applaud and salute my coworkers and colleagues. We've certainly come a long way from when we were recording podcasts in the office closet at my old sales job. And when I say we've come a long way, I don't think there's much better representation of that from going from an Archie Diacono, Jim Nantz tie story to a phenomenal A-plus Chris Bryant interview.
Yeah, but dude, listen, there's a lot of noise right now, obviously surrounding the Cubs, surrounding you. Like, are you still having fun out there, man? Like, is it still?
That's a great question. A really good question. At times, no. At times, it really really got to me sometimes. Like, just the stuff I was hearing, and I think I talked about this a little bit. Like 2018, like the first trade rumors that started to pop up, like that really got to me. And then, like, I found myself like, man, is this even fun anymore? Like, why did I start playing this game? You know, because it was fun. You know, obviously there's a lot of other stuff involved. Like, you make a ton of money and there's fame and all this, but it's like, you got to get yourself back to why I started playing. And like, I just remember my first home run, running around the bases. My dad picks me up after around third. I don't even touch home plate, but like, that's the kind of joy that you got to find. And like, I found myself sitting there like, I don't have that joy right now. So it's like, I'm trying all I can to kind of get back to that place. And like, I look back on this year, like it was really rough for me personally. And like, just stat wise, you know, obviously there's a lot of other terrible things happening in the world, but for me, like I still had a good time because it was like people were so ridiculous, like making the most of a terrible situation. And that's kind of, you know, what life is. And I certainly really enjoyed the struggles of it for of the year for me this year. And I hope to learn from that and get better for it.
All right. Better chances. Chris Bryant stays in Chicago and finishes out his career, or White Sox Dave wins next week's Survivor Challenge in New York City. What do you got? We got White Sox Dave versus Za, Tommy Smokes. Who gives a fuck? Dave's doing the own promo himself. Take it away, Dave.
All right, guys, it's White Sox Dave here. I'm flying out to New York City. Stop it. Give me the finger point. I need the finger point. All right, guys, it's White Sox Dave here. I'm flying out to New York City Saturday. I'm going to be there through the next Saturday. We're doing the Barstool Survivor Challenge, similar to Survivor that you guys have all seen on TV. It's going to be me. It's going to be Trista. It's going to be Nick. It's going to be Donnie. It's going to be Zod. It's going to be a few other people. I'm going to dominate the show. I have no idea how to play this game. I've never watched the show. I don't know the strategy. I don't know any of that. It doesn't matter. All I know is I have this brain, and that's it. That's all I need to bring out there. I'm not even going to bring any clothes out there. I'm just going to sleep in the office just like this. So make sure to tune in next week. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be exhilarating. Tommy Smokes, you're going down. I know you're a big Survivor fan. I don't give a shit. Tune in next week. Finger, are we fucking rolling? Can you point? I need a finger point. Thank you. Good luck to White Sox Dave next week. More importantly, good luck to everybody he's competing against. My money's on White Sox Dave. Honestly, I think you guys are fucked, particularly Tommy Smokes. Elsewhere, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Beef House. I'm your host, Carl. I'll be back every other Friday after lunch. That's how we're going to do the Beef House this year. Until next time, hey, how you doing?
It's fucking slippery in here. I almost ate. Did you get me? You almost ate shit?
No.
See that? Oh.